Yo, what's up guys? Your boy Nitrostorm here. Welcome back to Solo Leveling Arise. You can say I'm a few hours late, but the game had to update and stuff. But I didn't cover this yesterday because I didn't know. But they had this special summons thing, and it seems like a re-roll multi, and then depending on what you get, I guess you choose the multi that you like the most, and then that's it really. But in any case, that's not the point of this video. It's this Radiant Battlefield Dancer. So as I mentioned, you also have Silvermane Baek Yunho for the banner. But I'm actually not sure if people starting today will see the same banners. However, oh, they added Choi. They added Choi in standard. Oh, they added Choi in standard. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I should put him in on featured. Well, actually, I don't know because he doesn't crit. Yeah. So check my video on that one. But in any case, we're gonna be looking at Cha Hae-In, right? So hopefully she's good. But even if she's not, I'm gonna pull anyway, because I mean, what have I been saving up for, right? But without further ado, apologies for the delay. We're gonna be doing a full analysis of Cha Hae-In right now. So first of all, let's just take a look at what the stats would look like if you maxed her out. From the looks of it, she might be attack based, but the defense stat is pretty high. But she's definitely not HP scaling. Let's take a look at the weapon. Increase the user's basic skill damage by 5%, and when user uses the basic skill, increases critical hit damage by 2% for 12 seconds, and that increases to 20 with 8%, and then obviously the extra 5 dupes is the 15% all stats. If you want to ignore this and just the first 5 stars, just look at these two right here. All right. Now, at least that implies that she is skill based. So for now, let's take a look at the attacks, right? So this is her basic attack. Obviously, we'll try her out in terms of the real gameplay, but I just want to see how it looks like in the preview first, just so we have a better understanding on what the kit is going to be like. So her basic attack seems pretty swift, right? I'd say it's one of the faster ones that I've seen, like in terms of completing all 3 stages. Her core attack, I'd say that's cool. Inflicts airborne. I'm not sure how that'll be useful because you can't use core attacks when you're using them as supports for Sung Jinwoo. So, and now her basic skill. This is what these are what's being buffed by her weapon. So the dancer, just a straight stab. AoE wise, I wouldn't say it's good, but probably good for 1v1 fights, mainly because it's fast and does damage with low MP consumption. Okay, so if you do a crit with her, with this skill, you apply Waltz of the Sword effect, and it also applies the Dancer effect regardless if you crit or not. Can be used an infinite number of times when the effect is active. The Dancer... Oh! No way! So you spam this! If you crit, you spam it for 3 seconds. Oh my god, that is so fun. Oh my god, that is so fun. And then combine it with the dancer with crit. Oh my god. So she is attack scaling, but that sounds fun already. Like bang, 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 bang. Ain't no way. Alright, second basic skill. Oh, this is a big MP consumption. I see why it costs 50. That makes sense. But this is massive damage for a basic skill. Knocks down the target on the last hit. So she doesn't do any break damage so far, which is, you know, just something to keep in mind. She deals no break damage. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but there are enemies with break bars, and you kind of want to break them to deal more damage for a period of time. In any case, damage to targets inflicted with the brand effect increases by 15%. and then applies the unrecoverable effect to targets when this skill hits. So can't heal. Oh, that's actually good against the spider, the spider boss. But brand, I haven't seen any brand effect yet. Let's take a look at the support skill. So this is the skill that you will. This is a skill that she will use when you're doing stages where Sung Jin-woo is your main character. So you do some damage, deals light element damage. Oh, apologies if you don't like an English voice, by the way, but you know, it's fine. Okay, it knocks down the target. That'll be helpful. When this skill hits, applies unrecoverable and brand effect. Okay, there you go. Targets unavailable to recover HP. Increase critical hit rate and critical hit damage to targets hit by this skill. Huh? Oh. So I think if they're branded, when you attack that said enemy, you'll be attacking with a 12% increase in crit rate and crit damage, which is crazy. Okay. Unfortunately, this skill you will not be able to use on hunter stages. This is stages where you don't use Sung Jin-woo and it's just 3 different hunters, right? Unfortunately, you can't use the support skill because instead you'll be using the QTE skill, which also has the brand effect anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Okay, deals light element damage, airborne, skill hits, brand effect. Okay, that's fine. QTE gives them debuff, and then she just goes ham, bang, 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 bang. Very, very nice. I can already tell what the gameplay is gonna be like. And then lastly, okay, you know, pretty straightforward ultimate. Light damage, airborne, and then 30% increased damage if the enemy is branded. How long does the brand effect last? 15 seconds? That is a very respectable amount of time. Definitely more than enough for Cha Hae-In to use all of her skills before switching out. Now, part 2 of the video is the dupe system. When the dancer hits, the user has a 66% chance to hit the brand target. Oh. Okay. A bit of RNG. There, but you know, it is what it is. Her first dupe, the dancer effect can now stack up to 5 times. Ooh. The duration is only 10 seconds, but that is an extra... Wait. Yep, that is an extra 16% attack and crit damage. So you can consider it, but I wouldn't say it affects her gameplay that much. It's just free damage. Her second dupe, 16% crit rate is massive. This will either contribute to the 50% cap, or this dupe will allow you to go over 50% cap, and she'll be at 66% crit damage at base, which is strong. But still, it's getting more damage, more consistency in her damage. And then when attacking a branded target, increases the skill damage of the dancer and Sword of Light by 50%. So basically, it'll just make it so that there is an extra damage boost if you're attacking a branded target, because this is what it implies here, right? Nope. I should probably go back to normal here, so there's no sound. And then fourth dupe, crit damage. Okay, so these two are just like free stats, but I would say the critical hit rate is more important if you are pulling for dupes. And then the final dupe, the damage of Light of End, which is her ultimate, increases by 20% depending on how many instances of the dancer effect the user has applied, stack up to 5 times. So from the looks of it, at max dupe, if you manage to crit and then you hit it 5 times in total, the enemy, and then you do your ult, technically it should be double damage, at least. Implying, right? That's what it implies. Because 20% times 5 is 100%, so... Well, not really double, but... It'll increase it by the same amount of damage that this multiplier has. And obviously, this multiplier, assuming maxed. Okay, so overall... Her dupes is free damage. For those that are wailing, you know, feel free to do so. But outside of 5 dupes, well, you can go for more, right? Because you can go up to 10 dupes. The extra 5 is for extra stats. But like, technically speaking, you don't need any of these. I would say the most important ones are probably these two, assuming this isn't contributing to the 50% cap, right? 50% soft cap of crit rate. By a 50% soft cap of crit rate, I mean this. As you can see, when you're gearing up your team, critical hit rate stops at 50% regardless of how much you build your character. This goes for hunters as well. That's why I'm hoping that this is like outside of the 50%. But if it is still within the 50%, then the second dupe is kind of useless. The dancer effect is also just free damage because you only get 2 stacks more, right? From 24% attack and crit rate to, well, that's still pretty big though. 24% to 24% attack and crit rate to 40% attack and crit rate. I mean, attack and crit damage. Sorry. 24% attack and crit damage to 40% attack and crit damage. That's the difference between 0 dupes and 1 dupe. But yeah, now let's take her out for a spin. There's nothing really much to analyze because the preview's done enough. The only thing we're going to be looking at is the dancer with the crit. But yeah, so far she seems pretty nice. Straightforward DPS. Does have very nice buffs for Sung Jin-woo, because you do want someone that gives good buffs now recently, because you have a lot of debuffers to use as support skills, but not much for buffing. And an attack and crit, I mean, and a crit rate and a crit damage buff. That is crazy. Okay, look, that's fine. That's fine. The only thing we're analyzing is the Q. But I mean, I guess you can take a look at the normal attacks here. Hold on, let me check. I am kind of laggy mainly because I set in max graphics, but ooh, perfect. Perfect. We saw the great example of the basic skill 1. And then sure, that's basic skill 2. Which is, you know, it seems pretty big. Let's try again. Let's zoom out a little bit. I didn't crit, see? Now we have to do a 10-second cooldown. We kind of got lucky. Let's do reset character. Oh, that was 8 times. We hit it 8 times. Wait, let me try something. Let me see if holding the skill lets you repeat it without having to spam. Eight times. I held it as well. You can hold the skill. You can hold the skill and it will repeatedly do it for you. That is very nice. So 8 times. You hit 8 times. Alright, alright. Alright. Not gonna lie. I didn't expect to be able to hit that many times. 8 times. 8 times. So, if we take a look at this, 8 times 354. Okay, let's just do it simple. 8 times 350. So 8 times 300 is 2.4 thousand. So 2.8, approximately 2.8 thousand. Nearly a 3k multiplier for the dancer because you're able to hit 8 times. However, the MP consumption is 400 MP overall. And if you look at the multipliers, it adds up. So it's essentially doing the Sword of Light 2 times, assuming you crit the dancer. That is nice. That is nice. So overall, I'm pretty happy with her kit. She is definitely more fun than Baek Yunho. If you go to the draw, he's definitely more fun than Baek, Silver main Baek Yunho, whose main thing is to like basic attack damage. And also, I wouldn't pull for him anyway because his event is not here. which would allow you to get his SSR weapon for free. So, you know, there is that to consider. But from the looks of it, they add rate ups into the custom draw by the end. It doesn't, unless it says limited, I feel like they're gonna end up being here. So in the case that you want to skip Cha Hae-In, you could potentially, you know, wait for the banner to end, and then probably like a month later they'll get added to the custom draw. Now I don't know if this is gonna be the norm, but they did do that to Choi Jong-In, where he used to be a rate up, and then now he's in the custom draw. So, you know, that's just to keep in mind. But yeah, overall, she is a fun character. Skill based, requires some investment, so you need to have good crit rate and crit damage. I guess an example that I could give would probably be Seojiwoo. So these are like the stats that I gave. For example, you have to cap out on crit rate and crit damage. Well, I mean, cap out on crit rate first and then worry about crit damage. But yeah, they're making it very difficult to find critical hit rate resources, and Cha Hae-In is the first character to have a resource where you get extra crit rate and crit damage against enemies that are branded. So rather than attacking them with 50% crit rate, with Cha Hae-In alone, you have a 12% increased critical chance, bringing up from 50 to 62. But yeah, overall, she is nice. Is she broken? Unfortunately, I can't really say that. I can't really say that she's broken, mainly because the only thing she does is deal damage, but she is very fun to play. And also, it would be a bit of blasphemy if you skip Cha Hae-In and you're supposed to be Sung Jinwoo. So, you know, I'm just saying. But yeah, overall, she's nice. Not broken, definitely fun, but also a unique source currently a unique source for critical hit rate in terms of characters anyway. The others mainly like decreased defense or increased damage taken, stuff like that. But yeah, if you got any more questions in regards to Cha Hae-In, do let me know down in the comments below. Since she isn't broken, you can choose to skip. However, if you want to enjoy this game, if you want to have some fun, you have to pull for her. The other characters are pretty fun as well, but I mean, you know, in terms of, you know, characters in the solo leveling universe, I mean, she is one of the top favorites, right? If not the favorite. Well, actually, no, Sung Jinwoo is the favorite, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's my recommendation. She is good, not broken, very fun to play. I am going to pull for her. That's my final verdict. In any case, it's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.